So before we go, it's been a pretty busy day for both of us. I don't know who's been busier. Probably you. I'm just guessing. I don't know. We've both been pretty busy today.
I don't know. You probably. I was basically like strapped to a chair in a mobile studio, like a van, for like 5 hours.
It's like a kidnap van, but there's more lighting.
It is. It is. It's totally. It looks like a surveillance van or a serial killer van, right? Like in Silence of the Lambs, where he throws the women in there. But when you open it up, it's not full of like weird tools and things. It's actually got like a whole camera and backdrop and stuff like that.
So for me, I mean, it's not like this stuff ever happens at convenient times. And I have a day job, like that actually is my main job that pays the bills. So I was meeting a really important client and we had the big plans today where we were going to have a meeting with their entire legal department and me to figure out different stuff I could work on for them, for a big company. I had to go. So I was basically up in the morning doing like TV hits, radio hits in the morning in between meetings for work. And then I drove into the city, did radio hits on the way driving in, met with my client for over 2+ hours, did a TV hit at their headquarters in a conference room, then drove back, all the while talking to like Manhattan lawyers, trying to figure out what to make of some of this stuff that was a real head scratcher, and texting with you at the same time, and then spent all this time either TV hits, radio hits, and dealing with a dog who was down for business. The business was, playing with his new toys and wondering why I was ignoring him when I was trying to be on television or whatever. That's crazy. And dealing with all these requests, I'm sure you get the same thing, right? Like every random radio station or TV station trying to.
Yeah. I mean, on news days like this, it just becomes inundated. I had to teach today. So I basically did not prep. Fortunately, I know the stuff that I was teaching today because I've taught it for like the last 10 years. And then get this, I had an Italian exchange student arriving today to stay with our family for 2 weeks. It's like so random. I was like, oh my God, like really. And I was like, this poor kid, like I'm going to be like sitting at my dining table doing TV hits. And he's going to be like, who is this? What have I gotten myself into? And so I had to pick him up and came back. Yeah. Australian broadcast, no, whatever, their BBC equivalent. And now this podcast. But the difference between you and me is I get to go to bed now. And you're going to be up writing these 2 op-eds.
Yeah, I'm going to be I have a BBC radio hit that I'm doing after this. And then I've got 2 op-eds that I'm going to be working on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them done. We'll see. But I've got to get up starting at 6:20 a.m. tomorrow. I've got radio hits, TV hits, and then tons of different meetings for work. And I mean, it is what it is. Like I have a job.
Does it ever hit you, Renato, that like, I mean, this is a historical day, right? Like, and we're a part of the conversation. Like, if I feel very privileged.
I do too.
To be able to comment on it, that people are listening, that, I don't know, that my opinion matters to people. I don't know. It's humbling and it's nice.
It is. No, I agree with that 100%. I mean, I think for me, it doesn't make any economic sense or anything else to do this. It's like it would make much more sense to focus on practicing law. But I think there's times where I think that there's a lot of disinformation out there, maybe sort of not well informed takes, and so I try very hard to do the opposite. And part of it is, like you said, it's very humbling, and I think I want to sort of make the record as correct as I can for folks.
Yeah. And just so people know, I mean, Renato and I did go to law school together, but we really, I mean, I don't know that we really knew. I mean, I remember you, but I don't think we hung out together. Right. You were a year below me. But we basically reconnected at the beginning of the Trump administration because we were both on Twitter. And we're both giving our hot takes.
Sure.
And, these TV networks started calling and somehow we connected and exchanged notes, and I came to you for quotes on things when I was writing stuff, and so there are silver linings, I guess, to the Trump years, maybe.
Without a doubt.
Sort of.
And this was one of them.
MSW Media.